Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this joyous occasion for multiple reasons. But right now, it is about the grand finals for the 2020 season of the QPR virtual competition. It's been a massive year, and it's exciting we're at the grand finals, but even more exciting is the fact that we're going to be back on the grass in a few weeks' time. My name is Martin Lippiett. I'm stepping in for Jabor, who was otherwise busy today, but joining me in commentary today, and he'll be doing all of our wonderful sideline interviews, the one, the only, Bread and Sauce Hotel.
We've got to have some kind of consistency in this broadcast, mate.
That's what it's all about. Consistency, consistency, consistency. And with matches today, Sauce, first up, it's going to be Bond up against Sunnybank. What's the gut feeling?
Well, look, mate, Bond have clearly been the standouts throughout the competition. They're obviously, I don't know what they've been doing in lockdown, mate, besides training and playing PlayStation, because that seems to be all they're doing. All out of Zayden Ongor's bedroom. It's a little gaming hub down there. So Bond have been the standouts. But in saying that, we got old school nerd Hazy representing Sunnybank. So let's see how he goes. Maybe he stacked the team today. Maybe Liam Gill's going to be playing. Maybe Greg Holmes, a tight head.
You talk about vintage Hazy. I look at vintage Hazy and I think, he's definitely a CS kind of man. D-Dust map, I reckon, would have been his jam back in the day. Playing Counter-Strike? No? Or more Donkey Kong?
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. Favorite character? Oh, you would. Absolutely would. Just working around the knees. Nothing changes. And joining us from down the M1, it is Dion Samuel. Dion, do we have you there, my friend?
Yes, I'm here. Thanks for having me once again.
You're welcome. It would have been nice if you could have made it up here, but
yeah.
All good, mate. All
Sorry
good.
about that.
It's all right.
The train timetable didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They run half services on Saturdays, It's just, you didn't want to be here at 10 o'clock this morning.
I don't know, mate. Public transport wasn't a thing on the sunny coast growing up, mate.
Oh, righty. I'll get out the violin in a second. All right, and first game, like we've talked about, it is Bond against Sunnybank. Now, the last time these two teams met, it was in round 9 2 weeks ago, and it was a narrow victory to Bond, 14 points to 0. And I think it's going to be about redemption today, Sauce. Can Sunnybank down the competition leaders?
Look, mate, I reckon we're definitely in for a tight one. This is probably going to be the biggest test that the Bond guys have had.
And if you are watching from home, please drop us a comment. We would love to hear from you. Who you're backing? What do you think's accurate? What are you looking forward to? And general good bands. And it's going to be Tommy Lucas to get things started off here in the middle. Bit of a crosswind right to left, but we're away. It is the first semi-final for the 2020 QPR Championship here. What a mouthful. And it's going to get started off. Samuela and his crew of Bond Bull Sharks have received the ball well. They're working it out the back, looking to the left. Oh, McElroy didn't see that one coming, but Sargent, he'll clean it up. Paying Hermosa looking pretty behind the breakdown. They're going to keep working the left-hand side. Not much in the way of support. McElroy's diving on open grass for no apparent reason. Now Bond looking to the right. They've got space today. Players. Oh, Hermans. He's getting a bit of grass burn on his chin too. Now here go Bond to the right. Looking for the intercept. Tuala gets one more. It's open space for days. And first blood of the finals going through to Bond. Sauce. What an electric opening passage of play.
Mate, the Bond guys, they're absolutely on fire from the get-go today. I dare say a lot of practice has gone in this week. We're trying to figure out who was the try scorer here. Was it Big Wilson Blythe?
Yeah, Angus Blythe.
Or Angus Blythe?
Angus Blythe. Well,
yeah.
That's the other thing. We've got to talk about authenticity. We know that a lot of the Reds boys, they're not going to be here for the actual Premier Grade season, which starts in about a month's time, but this will probably be the last time we see them in club colours.
Time will tell, mate.
Ooh.
The article on the website, as I was telling people on social media yesterday, said it's being continually assessed.
And conversion successful, mind you.
Conversion
Hazy,
successful.
you're up against it a bit here, mate. I think you're telling me how lucky that 10-gallon Hatta Kubra is. I think maybe you should be putting it on the crop a bit. Maybe get a bit of luck down the barrel.
I need a bit of help because I'm struggling at the moment.
Yeah, the Bobcat is special. Tom Lucas back into the middle. And for those at home that don't know it, Adam Hayes has got a spectacular Kubra hat here, says it brings him luck. He hasn't put it on yet. Now Bond have gotten a wonderful intercept.
Release.
They're back in possession. Quick passing. Oh, Feo holds it up. Now the good spread out to the left, quickly off the boot. Bond running it down. Sargent's there. He's looking at it, watching it go over that sideline. So Adam Hayes and his Sunnybank boys deep inside their own 22. With line out to come. Hit the front option, nice and clean. Tuala gets it unsuspectingly. Now they're going to pass out. Hermans once more to Lucas. He's got space for days. Lucas once more to his brother. And now they're going to dart back on the inside.
Release.
Longest string of possession that Sunnybank has had in this opening 17 minutes of play. McElroy bumps off one, and it comes to a standstill there, but it'll just fall short. Samuel looking quite comfortable there, mate. What's the home ritual when it comes to QPRV on a Saturday for you?
I'm just kicking back, just relaxing.
I can
Not too worried.
I can see how you're going here. You're making some good inroads here. I'm not trying to distract you at all from playing the game.
It's all good.
Cool as a cucumber. Here we go, Bond.
Oh,
Hands in the ruck.
G up.
Is it? G up? Hazy.
The referee.
See.
Who is he? Who is the referee today, do you reckon? No, not your friend.
As long as it's not Cam Foley.
As long as it's not Campbell. Dallin Murphy.
Oh, brothers,
I think
typical.
Named in the brothers team of the decade. Dallin was. His brother Damon.
Advantage.
Oh,
Advantage again. Bond in possession. Knocked on by Sunnybank. Greasy conditions out there, Hazy.
yeah, Dave Feo catch pass on his best trait. Good scrummer.
Yeah?
But yeah.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
We see both the Mellor brothers have joined us on the live stream, former Dragons themselves. They're going to be up playing in the next match where it's going to be a Western derby between the students and the Bulldogs. Going to be a fun time.
Release.
Bond quite casual in their demeanour coming in to the breakdown. Oh, and Anita smashes him to the deck. Oh, and Lucas has come up with a miracle. Right, good running here by Sunnybank, but they're not being rewarded with the meters. Yes, Tom Lucas sends it out to Feo. McElroy's going, gets away from
Lockie.
one. Players are looping around, and an amazing pass out the back will get picked up by Bond before Abdallah will come through himself. The front rowers in this competition, it's really setting a big, tall bar for when we actually get some proper boots onto the grass, because we've seen field goals, conversions, we've seen runaways, intercepts. It's really setting the bar high for our brothers in 1, 2, and 3. Now Bond, right-hand side, there's a fend to no one. He's saying no, thank you, Larry Hermans. He's through. And the chat from Dion Samuela all the way down the M1 at Adam Hayes here in the studio. This has got to be salt in the wound.
Especially Ryan Menzies, you know, he's a former Dragons, bit of a dirtbag.
Oh, wow.
But, you know, if that was real life, he would have fallen over or knocked it on or something.
Oh, now we're making comparisons between QPRV and real life now,
yeah,
Hazy.
that is Menzies, mate.
Fair enough. Shots fired. We'll have to wait and see how that translates come round 1 in a few weeks' time. Now the conversion straight down the middle. Bit of a fist pump there as he gets through. So the score sits at 14 points to 0 in favour of Bond University. And we're not too sure what's got to happen here. That crosswind right to left.
Oh,
And we're away again. Bond. Near there.
Release.
Gamara loitering out in the back plate. Bond in a great position here as we hit overtime. 42 minutes on the fly. Tuala. This could be a good opportunity for Sunnybank to try and find some points going into the break. Rane gets hit again hard. It's the best opportunity they've had in 44 minutes there.
come on.
Release.
Feo, wonderful pass. Tom Lucas. McElroy gets smashed to the turf. And an intercept has been picked up. Bond streaking away, gets the pass off. And a grubber. Tommy Lucas through, dives on it.
Release.
What will Sunnybank do here? Will they try and go 80 metres to find some points? Tuala sends it through. Hermans, another pass, interception! This is diabolical by Bond. Passes to nobody, scooped up, in, and...
No try.
Well, the referees just aren't here for Sunnybank today. Nick Turner, right place, right time. And that digital crowd is really not adhering to social distancing. There's a strike. Through the middle, he hasn't missed one today, and the score is a whopping 21 points to 0. And it is half time now, and we are going to be firing it over to the one, the only Brendan Sauce Hotel on the sideline. Take it away, Sauce.
Saucy on the virtual sidelines with the All Sports Physiotherapy social distancing cricket bat. You'll see it in action later on. Hazy, we're off to a rough start, mate.
Yeah, mate. It hasn't been ideal, but hopefully we can bring it home in the second half.
All right, well, Bond have picked things up where they have left off in the last few rounds. Dion Samuela, he was a late inclusion for the Bond guys. He's only played 2 or 3 games so far, but he's on fire today. 3 tries in the lead. Let's see how the second half plays out.
Michael Cheddle is commenting, saying, Hazy, go back to the Atari.
You tell Michael Sheddle to
He
post
could probably go back to Pong.
a photo of his fingers.
You need to...
He can talk to me.
Well, there you go.
He'd be very good at gaming. He's got fingers that go every which way.
Rightio, this is some inside Sunnybank joking here going on. But now back to the action, and Bond in the lead, 21 points to 0 here as the second half is well underway. Overlap over the left.
Release.
Dion, be honest, mate. How much have you been practicing the game this week, knowing finals was on the line, and this could be a golden opportunity, even though it's not the actual Hospital Cup? You could be bringing home some pewter for the Bull Sharks.
Not much practicing, but I think I got the flow of the game, so.
Well, the way
I've versed Hazy before. I know.
Can you give me?
Know what he does.
Can you give me just before you score this try against him? Could you give me a bit of feedback on what your approach is to playing Hazy?
Just keep calm, keep cool, let him do all the talking, I guess.
Oh, that's really
not bad for a young fella. Not bad. Pressure's on here.
I can hear you, Dion. You sound like an anxious middle-aged man in an elevator, the amount of pressing you've got going. This is ridiculous. Now the kick to no one, and now it's been scooped up once more. He's loving that left-hand wing.
Release.
Huddle of players in behind the play. Abdallah sniping for an interception. Shepherd makes the tackle, but it gets away. Tuala finishes it off. Now they go to the right. Space for days. Bond, 21 points to 0 here as we enter the 57th minute of virtual time.
Release.
They're pretty quick at the breakdown in this virtual setup.
Was that in comparison to yourself?
It's just not expected.
That is probably an interesting fact. You're gearing up for this season again,
Yeah,
Adam?
mate. Yep.
How's
we'll go one
pre-season
more.
been going?
Lovely.
Yep.
Oh!
And he's through! All the way through. Adam Hayes gets across for Sunnybank's first try. They're trailing 5 points to 21. It's going to be an uphill battle. And we see this breaking the line. It brings a tear to any good forward's eyes. Some random weaving through the middle of the paddock. That invisible force field keeping all those players very far away from him. But it was just sensational.
It
Adam,
was.
what a great first try for the Dragons.
Not sure if that was Follow or Joey, but both of them got the gas to score that sort of try in real life. So it's good to see.
It's good, mate. The Akubra bringing you some luck.
Finally. Maybe I should have brought some Rumbos as well.
A couple of black rats.
Yeah, that always helps, mate.
Whatever puts lead in your pencil. Now the conversion. It's good, right down the middle. The Dragons trailing 7 points to 21. About 17 minutes left here for the game. Uphill battle. Dion, do you think you can keep the Dragons out?
Yeah, I had to give him one. Kept him in the middle last game.
So it was charity.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you Bond folks so nice? Anyway, here we go. Down the right-hand side, and it looks like he wasn't happy giving away the one. He's got players left, right, and center. Ganita makes the tackle.
Oh.
And he's gotten it.
Good clearance, Mussy.
He's gone downtown.
Forward pass, sir, surely.
And Shepherd has herded that one into his arms.
Oh.
Now Bond back in possession. They've got a slew of players out to the left. The Dragons. Oh, but they're going to opt to chuck in the grubber before McNamara is all over it like a fat kid on a cupcake. Now over to the left-hand side, Panga Amosa, the hooker. He's having a go now because he's getting shown up by Abdallah before he loses it. Now Feo jumps in. It's just the front row show from Sunnybank before Bond spread it once more on the right-hand side.
Release.
And they're kicking it all over the deck. It looks
Someone
more like a soccer game at the moment than rugby. Halafanua up the middle, settles it down before Bond turned over once more.
What?
Advantage.
Nobody wants to hold on to this for longer than a phase at the moment.
Scrappy footy. Scrappy.
It is scrappy, boys. We are playing for the inaugural QPRV Hospital Challenge Cup here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Hands on balls, gentlemen.
Crouch. Bind.
Is that what they do at UQ, mate? Or
Set.
Mate, they've won a few more premierships than you in the last 10 years, so maybe you should try it.
it's
Now,
all right.
Bond putting the push on.
Touchy subject there.
Now they're looking to the left.
Get some defense.
Door wide open. How's that going for you, Hazy?
It's all right, mate.
It's all right.
Yeah.
And it's back to the conversion attempt. Tion, right on the hooter, and he pushes it back out to a 21-point deficit. Bond University getting the win, 28 points to 7 in the first of our semi-finals. Mr. Hayes, thank you so much for your contributions over the season. I'm not sure if we've got a duel for third later on. I don't think we do. So I think we have to bid you adieu. And I guess good luck.
That's all right,
for the season. I think we're going to throw it over to Sauce.
Well, folks, probably as expected in our first semi-final, the Bond guys, they're too good down in the GC. They come away with a goods. I'm joined now by Adam Hayes. Mate, rough trot.
Yeah, very rough day at the office. Dion was just too good today.
Mate, you've been one of the elder statesmen stepping in and playing. I think Shrek Island's the only one that's got you covered, probably by a country mile. How has it been fronting up against these young kids, mate?
Clearly, they're just very good at gaming. I might be a bit behind the 8 ball, mate. Maybe I should wait for the PS5 to come out and brush up.
Should we have been playing Rugby 08, mate?
I haven't played Rugby 08 ever. That was probably the problem.
What did you do with your youth?
Madden. It was all Madden and GTA.
All right, well, mate, obviously training, hopefully returning this coming week, mate. How's Sunnybank shaping up, mate? We're for some, what's going to be some fitness training. Everyone's going to be looking forward to that to start off with.
Yeah, a few of the boys, we've been doing fitness training on our own. But
Have you?
The club, yep, we were there this morning. But I think as a club, we start up not next week, the week after, because they've got a whole COVID-19 action plan that they have to follow. So it'll be good to get back.
Well, mate, the safer we all return, obviously, the less risk it puts on a return date to play. It looks like we've got our next game all lined up. So, Hazy, thanks for joining us, mate, and thanks for your efforts throughout the season.
Thanks, mate. It was a pleasure.
All right, thanks. All right, folks, we'll throw back to Marty in the hot seat for our second semi-final between UQ and West.
Thank you, Sauce. We are back, and it is a Western derby. And in the red corner for the University of Queensland is the one, the only, Hines. Welcome. And for Wests, joining us here, it is Jack Middleton. Now, boys, how do we think this is going to go? It's been a whirlwind of a season for you both. I'll let you both kind of speak up first. Who do you think is going to win?
Oh, mate, finals footy. Yeah. Can't go in too cocky, but hopefully you can.
You're backing yourself in?
Yeah.
And yeah, mate, heard a few of the UQ boys talking tactics before, so it could be a bit out of my depth here, but we'll see.
Were they just X, square,
lot
triangle?
A lot of whispers.
Circle.
A lot of whispers. Didn't know what was going on. But
yeah. Playing it coy. But the victor of this match will be heading through to the grand final to play our victors Bond. On Samuela. He's probably making some popcorn in the microwave as we speak, but we are underway. And UQ straight away getting onto it. Now looking over that Puliavea. He's brought down. McDermott fires it out to Edwards. Finds Birch. Down to Oates. Dalgunu. Missed that tackle. And he may not be here in voice and visual, but Jabal Staunton has found his way into the Premier Grade side for Wests.
Oh, really? That's not good.
Yeah, well, if his owner's saying that.
I think he had a good game, that one. Yeah.
So, if we saw, I think technically we've just been told if East, actually showed up for the finals for the first time in forever, then we would have seen Sauce here as well. Now, big push from the students. They're going to look to the left. Birch sizes it up, gives it to the one, the only Brad Brick Twydale, and he goes for a Ben Tune slide right under the posts. The boy from out west, and that is first blood to the students. Jono, mate, what was the strat?
I love them all. I'm a front row myself, so love a bit of piggy action. Couldn't quite get to the line, but all worked out.
Well said. Jack, come on, mate.
Mate, it's early days. It's 0-0.
0-0. I bet you're still having halftime oranges too. And this is quite a close kick. He's
Not
about
taking
6
any
metres
chances.
out. And he's kicked it over the back of the stadium. And it'll be UQ in the lead, 7 points to 0 over the West Bulldogs. And this is, by all accounts, a very questionable person to be doing the restarts.
Change my kicker here quickly.
Wow, yeah, fair enough. What's the reasoning behind this?
Oh, look, he's got a lot on his plate, so I think I'll just take a bit of pressure off.
Fair enough.
We'll give it.
Are you just going to reduce it to like next to no pressure at all?
Yeah, I reckon that's probably a good idea.
Just relieve him of it all.
Might even have a look at the bench here.
Yeah, bold.
Unfortunately.
And you know what? Like, we're not on a time schedule or anything, so just take as much time as you want to muck around with your settings.
Let's go.
And for a hooker, that's not half a bad toe there. I think we're going to have to talk to our stats man, Zach, about dialing down Mr. Staunton's kicking stat in the game. And apparently it's as low as it can get. So, that sounds like collusion to me. Sounds like collusion. We're hearing that apparently he's one of statistically the best players in the comp. Something's not right here. I think he's been pulling the strings from behind. Now Sam Edwards pushes out of the kick and he'll take the tackle. Now, finally, a bit of ball for...
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh, wow. He shouldn't have eaten that popcorn.
No.
Greasy hands.
Few other
Now
things
we're
too.
into scrum time. See if we can have a bit of redemption here. But the Red Heavies are putting the nudge on. And it seems, Jono, you just got bursts of push there. Is that a bit of a 1-2 tactic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-2.
1-2, 1-2. Very good. Now to the left, Edwards. He goes through the slums, but Dalgunu will get the ankle tap, but it won't be enough. Hands in the ruck, you dirty dogs. What do you have to say for yourself?
Mate, you got to slow them down somehow. So
Wow. There we go. But you've made it into the finals. Probably the first time Wests have been in the finals, I believe. I'll get the nod from Source. I think the last time we saw Wests in the finals would be 2016, 17. 17, that's right. And I guess they were against Sunnybank as well that year.
Oh, no.
Oh, what have you done?
Cooked it.
Did you? Yes, you did. But it won't matter. Paisami.
good hit.
Not releasing.
Oh, no. Jack, yeah, you've got your head in your hands there, mate. You're making schoolboy errors.
Yeah, I am.
You just those clammy hands. Is it just finals footy?
Bit of nerves, yeah. I don't think I've got a good finals record.
Should we ask for some chalk at half time for you? Just
maybe. Might need a G-up speech.
G-up speech from Source?
Yeah.
Yeah, G-up speech from Source. Because you don't have Jay here this week to pump
I think that might be it.
Up. All he's doing is pumping your brakes in the game.
There we go. This would be a better kickoff.
It's rough. Now we're back to the middle. 30 minutes down. Goes high. Now, good opportunity here for West. Pulliavea. Room for days. He's all the way through. And that'll be the first try to West. They're trailing 5 points to 10 with a conversion to come. Jono, you just let the foot off the throat, mate. What's the go?
It's just shocker. Massive hole.
Now, one of the leading point scorers for 2019. And that is very crisp. So, with just on 6 minutes remaining, it is down to a 3-point deficit. UQ in the lead over West, 10 points to 7.
Oh, has there been a penalty? I don't even know.
Correct. Edwards on the left-hand side. Dalgunu cannot tackle today. He's got soapy hands. Can't hold on to them.
3-man.
Oh, and he's made an absolute mockery of this line out.
Mate.
He has
Not straight.
clearly, Mr. Referee, clearly. Are you just doing this intentionally for the lols? Or?
Could be, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Set.
Now, it's good to see that we got programmed into this game short hair Tate McDermott. In the expansion coming in 2021, you'll be able to get Surfer McDermott along with a host of other variations of players. Now Birch on the right-hand side. Shows and goes! Oh! And Whiteside gets the stiff side and UQ's over. Oh, jeez Louise. Amar. I'll throw it to you, Jack. You're stroking your chin.
Mate, I think we're still in it, not going to lie.
Okay, that's good. You certainly weren't tackling too well there. No.
You're gonna have to, yeah. Like
you
I
know
said,
which button that one is?
I think it's X maybe, triangle.
I don't personally know, so your guess is as good as mine. Now time for the conversion. Oh, and that's hummed up. Where are you running?
That's a charge down.
Look. That was spectacular.
Exactly.
That was just
It's all on the line here.
the zigzag. And the score is 17 points to 7 at half time. And as we go to the break, we're going to have a look at some stats, but I think we're actually going to flick across to Source, who is with Nick Dawes.
G'day guys and welcome back to the virtual sidelines. Brendan Source Hotel here with the All Sports Physiotherapy Social Distancing Cricket Bat microphone. That's a mouthful. And joining me at halftime, Nick Dawes, one of UQ's fighters. Mate, Jono, he's got you guys up, but it's a tight one so far.
Yeah, it is tight. I hope he can have a second half like the first, but he's absolutely killing it at the moment, so I've got all the faith in the world.
Now, mate, West have had a couple of guys play for them, but it seems that they found their man in Jack Middleton. He's come with the goods today.
Yeah, John and I were talking this morning about how handy Jack is. So, as I said, he's got a challenge up for him, but I hope he can push through and get the win.
Well, anyone would be better than Chris Brown, a.k.a. Trent Marchong. Back to you, Marty.
Well, this would have been a controversial matchup for Trent, formerly a UQ guy. Now he's at West, but you never know. Jack, would you say this is on you or maybe on your hooker?
Oh, look, I don't like to point fingers, but I'd definitely say J-Ball's got a bit of responsibility here.
Hey, well, It's not my team, so you can say whatever you want. Now we're back, second half action. UQ in the lead, 17 points to 7. The line out here, they haven't been...
Oh, what is going on?
Not straight.
And boys, as a whole, lineouts just haven't been good today.
Not really, eh?
Maybe you need a gentleman's agreement for just quick lineouts.
Oh.
Well, that's better.
It's going to go straight. Might go straight to him, I reckon.
Yeah, it will. That's kind of the way it works when you don't hit the centre on that black line. Now UQ are driving maul. They're going right for the camera operator, the virtual camera operator. They're going to keep going that way, and it looks like they've got about half the team in that one. Oates, space. Oates is going. He's got one more player outside of him. But Dalgunu is trying to finish that tackle off. It's turned into a maul, but it'll spit out for Birch. Now on the right, Wallace. He's brought down.
Oh, what's that?
Now over to the left.
Oh,
Edwards
no.
literally passes to nobody. Good one, Jono.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, Toady.
Dorsey
Oh,
is
no.
watching from the sidelines, Jono, and I've been told that if you mess this up, he will be swinging the executioner's blade, and we could be seeing a different person in the second game. That's if you even make it. But we're back to the action, and the points have dried up in the second half. It's still 17 points to 7. Oh, box kick from the back. Jordy Pattaya clearly not injured anymore because he is on this virtual side. Go to the right.
Yeah.
Luca. Oh, big shot from McDermott. But another handling error from the Bulldogs. He literally... Were you going for a kick?
No, I was just trying to catch it.
Huh.
Set.
Cut out pass.
Carl Marshall has got his work cut out for him in 2020.
Oh.
Now,
Oh.
good scrum from the Bulldogs. Sorovi takes it from the back. Looking to the right-hand side, Dalgunu.
Release.
Pat Morrie's over the top, but Wessel received that one, and another pass goes to absolutely nobody. Now, UQ, Vest to Paxton Hall.
Release.
The man they call General. Richardson to Murray, Twydale.
Yeah, never came.
Now ball's been stolen. Pulivea on the left-hand side. Gets one more off to Pattaya, who gets poleaxed in to the turf just over the halfway line. Richardson, the milkman, makes a great tackle there. Oh, intercept. Fergus Lillycrap. Now over to the left, Tamala sends it out. Oates, he's got Edwards, who has got an entire wicket in front of him, passes it off to Mellor. Seagulling in the train tracks.
Oh, yeah, it could be straight.
Oh.
Oh,
Not
you're
straight.
kidding me.
J-Ball's having a cracker.
Still hate this, eh?
Yeah, I'm not sure what has detained him from the event today, but it's, you know, kicking a man while he's down, he is literally not. Oh, wow, you are both.
Far out.
Yeah, your line-out throw was far out to the left.
Bind.
Jeez, boys.
Set.
This is sloppier than a Vindaloo the day after. Now. Oh, big push from UQ. Score 17 points to 7, a scoreless second half, just on 5 minutes remaining.
Release.
Jack, if there was ever a time, it's probably now that you need to score some points. But Jock Campbell, left-hand side, gets around one. Whiteside will bring him down.
Release.
I think there'll be some very sweaty palms on these controllers right now. We're going to have to sanitize and wipe down Sauce.
Release.
Now, UQ on the back, looking to the right. Twydale finds McDermott.
Release.
Ball just pops out the back. Tamala, Campbell. That's the full-time siren. And it is a battle of the Sandstone Universities for the grand final. Bond, UQ. But we're not quite. Yes, we are. Jono will say that's enough.
Ugh.
Boys, full time. Congratulations, Jono. You're heading through to the big dance. Jack, better luck next year.
Yeah, we'll see.
And we're going to be shooting it across now to the one, the only Brendan Sauce Hotel for our wrap-up as we get ready for our grand final.
Well, folks, we've got it. Our grand final. It is the two student sides going head-to-head. And joining me right now, Jono Hides. Mate, you come a long way since you were interning for me back, what was it, like 4 or 5 years ago?
He's a real
From
chip
humble
off the old
beginnings.
block.
Yeah, I think 2016.
Humble beginnings, mate. It's a lot of beating, a lot of interns, but I can't remember yours all. Anyway, Jono, mate, I know that you were super keen to get involved in this. Dawsey was keen to bring you in today. He knew your worth. How pleasing, mate. You're through to the GF.
Yeah, really good. And a little shout out to Dawsey getting me in here. It means a lot. And off to the big dance. Got full faith in him.
Off to the big dance. Jordan MJ. Now, mate, obviously Bond, they've been on fire. Dion Samuel has been one of their best. How nervous are you and Dawsey heading into this one, mate? What sort of tactics have you guys spoken about?
Oh, we just got to play our game. We've got all right throughout the season. Just got to back ourselves, I reckon, and see what happens.
All right, folks. Well, we'll let Jono get back in the chair. We'll line up Dion. He's down the coast, obviously, in Zane Nongor's bedroom, where the Bond boys have played all throughout the tournament. So let's see if consistency can work for the Bond boys, or if Jono can cause an upset and get the job done. Stay tuned.
And we are back, and I'm here all by myself because Jono hasn't gotten from his interview yet. But that's okay, because in that chair, Dion's meant to be here, but he's down in another bloke's bedroom playing the game. And here's Sauce. Thank you, Sauce. Wonderful. Sauce, a big shout out to you for the whole season, mate. You've done a fantastic job being in here week in, week out. Obviously, it's not the regular cup of tea that we're used to. But big congratulations to you on the product, because it's been a great way to fill out everyone's Saturday afternoons.
Look, mate, I can't take too much of the credit. The hardest thing I've had to do is text blokes and beg them to play each week.
I thought you were going to say taping a microphone to a cricket bat.
So Jono and Dawsey have been fine. Every time I text them, they're just like, yeah, man, we're there. Brothers and Norths, on the other hand, and Easts. There was that week I had to play. That didn't go well. But
mate, you left the studio.
Mate, showmanship, mate. Showmanship.
Should have seen the ratings for that week. Through the roof.
Before we head into the GF, the real credit has to go to the team at Double Take here. Zach Zorf, the man himself, Rob Matthews, and Lou. These guys have come up with a great product. They've tested the waters here in Australian sport with something that's massive in NBA, NFL, La Liga, all sorts of different sports. It's a first for Australian rugby, so hats off to Double Take for coming up with a great concept.
It's just like you said, they were really at the cutting edge of it, and I think this was one of the first digital variation platforms that actually got up and online. And I know that Zachy was burning the midnight oil trying to get it across the line for round one. But we are here for our grand final. It is the battle of the Sandstone Universities. To my right, Jono representing UQ, and to my metaphorical left in Nongor's bedroom down the M1 on the Gold Coast, it is Dion representing Bond. Gentlemen, good luck. I dare say this will be the greatest QPR virtual grand final ever. And up the heavies. I mean... No. Switzerland. Right, and UQ will be kicking off to the Bond boys. I miss what stadium we're in, Sauce.
I do believe that is Suncorp, mate.
We're in Suncorp. Very good. Fullest crowd there in ever. Now Bond in the lead, and the kick comes through. McDermott is chasing it down. Edwards is coming in off his wing. McDermott will
Scrum, yeah.
First scrum of the day, Sauce. You've got to be itching in the saddle for this one.
It'd be better if the Tigers were there, mate. I'm still salty.
Well, like I said to Jack and West, better luck next year. Bond out the left, got a lot of space. Campbell's coming across, closes the door.
Release.
Now, across to the right.
Shots and he
puts the... Yeah, go you, digital Sam Edwards. Great shot. Oh, Maxwell Grab goes through and steals it.
surely not.
Dion, has Nongo changed his sheets down there, mate, or is the stink pretty bad in his bedroom?
No, it's alright. No one's in here, so.
No one lurking underneath the sheets, mate?
None of that.
Well, maybe you could tell him to clean his room up. It looks like a pigsty. All right.
Yeah. You're not wrong, but it is what it is.
He's too busy, mate. He's at Reds training now, mate.
Oh, that's true. Are you his maid, Dion?
Oh,
if
God,
you are,
no.
you're doing a terrible job.
Yeah.
But
Making
great
it
work
more
there.
messy, if anything.
First try coming through for the Bond boys. They are in the lead, 5 points to nil over UQ as we head into the 10th minute of play. And you heard the heave as he went for that kick, and he got it. Little fist pump there, little Leighton, and it is 7 points to nil. Bond over UQ. Back to the middle. Oh, and it's a good take by Bond. Murray over. Runs the mark. Big shots happening. And I can't tell the difference between Jono and Dion when it comes to the sound effects for the game because they're both making a lot of noises here. Twydale on the right tries to get that one off, but just wasn't meant to be.
Man.
Ball's lost.
No support.
Is that what it is, Dion? Now Oates looking to the left. Edwards tries to step back on the inside, but they made their man. Bond in the lead, 7 points to nil as we roll into the 18th minute of play. Mellor up the middle. Lillycrap out the back. Birch once more out to Jock Campbell. Campbell! Oh, this is saucy! What a kick through. Campbell sockers it through. Try time in the fingertips. Ah, one-man show.
Oh, mate, Jock Campbell, safe as ever.
Safe as ever. Are you going to go down to training next week and, just sit next to Hino and maybe just tell him about how you won the GF with the team and tell him maybe how to do his job?
Yeah, give him a couple of pointers.
Yeah? I think that'll go down really well.
Yeah.
Now time for the conversion. And Coyotes. Ooh, and it's a hair inside that left post, but it's good. And it's all tied up, 7 points all. I'm going to have to get an official status on if we do have a draw. What happens next?
UQ. Surely.
No.
We'll play again, I'm told. The show goes on. Hope no one had anything important to do this afternoon or prior engagements because they're all cancelled. Now QPR Virtual, it is in its potentially final match of the tournament. Now Bond looking to try and find their way inside the 22, but UQ's defence is ironclad there. 27 minutes on the clock. There's the kick downtown. And that'll have a nice little bit of run on it. Ooh. Now inside their own 22, Bond feeling the pressure. Final 10 minutes of the first half. It's been picked up. Edwards has got room on the inside. Sam Edwards! And UQ for the first time take the lead, 12 points to 7. Dion. Run me through that one, mate. What happened?
I think we're just panicking a little bit, I guess. Just GF is getting to us. Nerves, but we'll be right.
Yeah. I like how
Get the
you're
lads
using
together,
collective nouns for yourself, but it's all good. And that one is hey diddle diddle right down the middle. Very good. And UQ in the lead, 14 points to 7 over Bond. They've been the comeback kings of the first half. But is there an opportunity here in the last 7 minutes for Bond to close that gap? High and mighty kick, fielded well by Pat Murray. Fired out to Mellor in the middle of the field, who offloads it beautifully to the halfback Tate McDermott. Oates, Edwards, still going,
no.
back into Murray.
That's not what I wanted.
Dion, if you press too much harder and faster, you're going to get a cramp in that hand, but you've got numbers here on the left. Campbell's trying to make the tackle, and that ball's been scooped up by Brad Twydale, of all people. And a lethargic halftime siren will bring us in to the break, and we're going to flick straight away over to Sauce on the sidelines with Dawsey. Coach Dawsey.
Well, folks, welcome back to the virtual sidelines with the All Sports Physiotherapy social distancing cricket bat microphone. We'll get that in once more time. Now, Dawsey, Red Heavies, they're up over Bond. I know we've seen this a lot in the real format of the game, mate, but in the virtual format, would you have picked this scoreline for halftime?
No, I don't know if I would have picked this score. I would have maybe thought it might have been a draw at this point, but you just never know with this type of stuff, so just see where it goes.
I'll throw Jono under the bus. He should have scored more.
All right.
Now, mate, obviously, Jono, he's you guys have practiced it a fair bit. Who's actually got the rub of the green between you guys?
Oh, I'll put my ego aside for a sec. Jono definitely does. We've played a few times, as he said last week, and he has won them, and that's why he's playing in the GF today, but he definitely deserves it.
All right, well, the second half back's underway. Back to Marty in the hot seat.
Oh, thank you, Sauce. Jono, there's some pretty big votes of confidence there from Dawsey. You don't want to let Dawsey down.
No, don't let Dad down.
Yeah, could be walking home. Hey, a good line out. There we go. The boys are back. Now, out to the left. Dion, looking crispy, my man.
Yeah, try my best.
Oh, and that was a ridiculous pass.
Breakdown.
It is indeed. That ball's been lost. Richardson passes to no one before it gets cleaned up.
Release.
Oh, not good.
Now, it's a foot race.
Oh,
UQ back to the lines. Bond's knocking. 7 points different. McDermott. Ooh, that's wobbly.
Now the 3-man. Back in the burger.
Let us know who you think is going to win at home. Smiley faces for UQ, love hearts for Bond.
oh no.
That doesn't breed confidence,
Oh,
Dion.
Oh, just keep losing the breakdown.
How are you going to remedy that?
Yeah, got to put more blokes in there, I guess.
Sound logic. Just as many as you can.
Yeah,
Good line out.
can't do
from
anything
Bond.
without the ball.
Out of the left, Murray makes a great tackle. Oh, and the door's been open for Bond. They've got nothing but open space in front, but they're keeping it alive. This is really good Whoa. From the thing before, Birch shoots through and steals it right from under their nose. Jono, you're deep within your own half, mate. You're going to have to make something happen. Paxton Hall, the big tall timber, sends it out to Campbell. He throws it onto the toe. It's fielded well by Bond. Wallace misses his tackle. Now there are some numbers here.
Oh.
The ball's been lost once again to Marla. Out to Maury. To Birch.
Oh, Birch.
Oh. What are you doing?
That was Birch.
It was Birch. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, scrum time for Bond. I believe it'll be the first scrum of the second half. And it sounds like the digital players are really working. Oh, yes. Now out to the left. Space for days. Fends to nobody.
Release.
Going once more. Going one-on-one against Campbell.
Oh, once again.
Oh, Ferg.
Now Bond's striding away. This is good. Still 7 points the difference between these two sides, but Oates has managed to pilfer that one away, and he's eyeing off the kick, puts it on, and nobody is at home. It's a foot race. And UQ have not been able to get that kick back, but now the ball's been lost forward. So UQ, big opportunity inside 22. Vest. Mellor. Oh, Mellor drops it before Twydale scoops it up before he throws the most miraculous over the top shoulder flick pass.
Release.
Out to the right.
Oh, no.
And they have passed to literally nobody. An opportunity gone wanting. It could have iced this game out. There's still an opportunity here. The score, 14 points to 7. UQ in the lead. 2 minutes left on the clock. It's coming down to the death. There's one roll of the dice left here, Dion. You're going to have to make something happen. But that's not it. You got intercepted. It's with UQ. 79-55. And that is the full-time siren. He's just got to kick it out. And that is about as wobbly a kick as you could hope for. But that is how she wrote. UQ have won the inaugural QPR Virtual Hospital Challenge Cup. A big result, Jono. How do you feel?
Right, I'm over the moon.
Are you?
Yep, the weight of a club on my shoulders.
Yeah.
Got the job done.
Probably on your thumbs, more likely on your thumbs than your shoulders. Dion, maybe, next year will be the year for the Bull Sharks.
Yeah, I'll have to keep training,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it? You're just going to
get a bit better at the game, I guess. Yeah.
Fair enough. Mate, I guess thank you so much for the season. Maybe next year, if we can't get you up here, maybe we try and at least get a clean bedroom.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, good.
No, well, good game, Jono.
Mate,
cheers,
thank
mate.
you very much.
Good on you,
Jono,
Dion.
what a huge result, and it looks like we're going to be crossing over to Source for a very special ceremony.
Well, folks, that is all she wrote for Hospital Challenge Cup V. We have our inaugural winner. And joining me to accept the trophy, Jono Hides. Mate, it's probably the only time you're going to get your hands on this.
I reckon.
So give him a hoist, mate. All right, now, Jono, mate, talk us through that final. It was a narrow one. You really had to hold on there at the death.
Yeah, no, Dion's a class act. It was tough stuff, but yeah, no, got the job done. It's awesome.
Now, mate, who was the virtual best on park today?
Ooh, geez, that's a toughie. It's a real toughie. Got to give it to Sammy Edwards for that one shot he did in D. That was clean.
Clean, fair enough. Now, mate, was it tactical that you left yourself out of the lineup today? I know you've put yourself in a hooker for a few.
Yeah, well, I'm actually not in your guys' system, so would have been there in a heartbeat. Yeah, but well.
So you're ready to go. It was just, logistics?
Yeah, no, it's politics don't go into it.
Right, now, mate. Now, mate, do you reckon you could claim that you've defended UQ's title here? Obviously, reigning premiers in the actual competition from 2019, the first silverware of the 2020 season. It's a great day for the Red Heavies.
It is a great day. I would claim that. I'll be down at training like, Hino, and he'll be like, who are you?
Jono, take a screenshot of this. New display picture.
Yeah, I reckon.
All right, folks. We'll let Jono go join his good mate Dawsey and celebrate, and I'll join Marty over in the hot seat to wrap it up. Come. All right, here we have it. I don't know what to do with my microphone.
That's all right. It's like a spaceship. Anyway, Sauce, mate, what a conclusion for the QPR virtual season.
Who would have thought, mate, the two universities through to the GF?
Absolutely. Obviously, it's no surprise seeing you here, but in talking, hashtag real talk, I honestly think Bond in the last few years, and I'm hoping, even though we're in a shorter season this year, we could see them in finals, because I feel like they've actually been building for something for a few years now.
Mate, over the last few years, they've literally been 1 or 2 wins off making the finals, and there's been a couple of games that really haven't gone their way, just sort of rubber the green. I remember a match down there against Souths where Carmichael Hunt and Quake Cooper were playing, and Bond literally lost on the buzzer. Conjecture in terms of the result. Had they won that, they would have been in the finals that year.
It is indeed. And I guess now we can, as exciting as QPR Virtual is, we can now draw our focus to potentially, as long as everything goes right with the world in the next, I think training starts in the next couple of weeks, and we're looking to be back on the paddock. It'll be a reduced season, but that's exciting.
Well, mate, massive day today. Over 500 volunteers from around the state have taken part in COVID-safe training via Zoom, all via the web. And this will allow those guys to then go back to their clubs. They will be the COVID-safe officers. They'll be the point of contact in terms of what the training regulations are going to be, setups on the field. So there's a real massive collective effort within Premier Rugby, but the whole rugby community around the state to get the game back up and running, which is great to see. And it's going to be awesome in a few months' time when we actually have rugby up and running again. Can't wait.
So when we talk about timelines for everyone at home, what is the best platform and the way for them to stay up to date with where we're at, how we can train, when we can train, all that stuff?
Well, look, guys, there's a couple of key pages you need to be following. Obviously, the Queensland Premier Rugby page is where we have all our content for Premier Rugby, and we will share some information on there. But we have our Queensland Rugby community page now, and on that page, that's where we're sharing things in terms of training regulations, updates. We've got a traffic light system, so we're red at the moment, which means no rugby. We'll be hopefully moving to amber overnight, and we'll see clubs kick back off into training this coming week. And
it is scheduled to be a reduced season this year. It's going to be short, sharp and fast, but as long as everything goes well, we could see ourselves back at Ballymore a little later in the year.
Potentially, mate. So we're looking at an 11-round season kicking off the first weekend of August. There is some chat as to whether or not the first few rounds will count towards Hospital Challenge Cup points. It might be that 9 rounds count towards points for the Cup, and we allow, because there's not going to sort of be trial games, because it's still going to be played under strict conditions in terms of match day 23s, unusual number of subs, so we're not going to have a rolling bench with a reserve grade playing the first 15 and A grade playing the second 15 of the match and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be played in a traditional sort of game format, so it'll be interesting to see sort of who can come out on top. I'm really looking forward to seeing who's actually managed this period in terms of COVID and how guys are kept fit, as well as seeing who actually comes up as some new players who are actually keen to have a crack at rugby, because we are seeing some other competitions not taking place. I know up in Cairns, for example, Cairns Rugby League's cancelled their season. FNQ Rugby's obviously pressing on, and they're getting a massive influx of league players through to the union clubs or guys who have played union in the past coming back. So hopefully, from a statewide point of view, we've got some positive few months ahead. Great times for club and grassroots rugby in Queensland. And I think we're getting pretty close to it all being finished here today. And like we said, I think, Sauce, a big thank you to you and everyone at the QRU for filling up screens for the last 3 months with QPRV. Thank you so much. Well, mate, I just want to reiterate a massive thank you to the guys here at Double Take Sports. We are really lucky in Prem Rugby to have, in my opinion, the best live stream company in Australia working with us. They have innovated what we've done with rugby over the years, and we're going to have more stuff coming in the next few months and heading into next year with different broadcast deals, etc. So hats off to the guys at Double Take, and I want to give a massive shout out to all the players who've taken part in the game over the last few months. I know that there's been a few late Friday nights where we've waited for guys to finish work, etc., log on. We've all learnt a lot about internet connectivity. It's been well, you know, we all talk about upskilling during COVID. I've definitely learned a lot about PlayStation and other things like that. Not that I'm very good at it, you know, as we've mentioned, internet connectivity and all that sort of stuff. So thanks again to everyone who's been involved. Special shout out to the other commentator who's usually with us, J-Ball Stort, who's not with us today. Thanks for your efforts, mate. And yeah, mate, looking forward to playing some actual rugby.
Hitting the real grass instead of the pixels.
That's it, mate. 100%.
Well, guys, that wraps us up. I'm Martin Lippier. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'm hoping the next time you hear my voice, it'll be when we're actually getting some boots to turf. See you then.